Good afternoon, peeps. Let's see. Welcome back to Negroes to Cryptos, where we help you navigate that DeFi space. I'm broadcasting live from Cancun. It is hot out here, I'm telling you. But this crypto life is beautiful. All right. One of the big stories that hit my email this morning comes from, let's see, CryptoSlate.com. And it says here Luna 2.0 stakers to decide on the future of Luna Classic and re enable IBC. All right. If you guys don't know about what happened with Luna, over the past month, Luna's creator, Do Kwon, is a huge criminal. He started a stable coin, an algorithmic stable coin that was backed by Bitcoin and a few other crypto assets like uh, Avalanche. Um, and their stablecoin, their algorithmic stablecoin, was supposed to maintain a one-to-one peg with the US dollar. And when Bitcoin took the huge nosedive about a month ago, or a couple of weeks ago, uh, come to find out, Terra Luna, their stablecoin UST, took a huge nosedive, and it depegged, and then they sold all their Bitcoin to try to maintain that peg. And then Do Kwon finally just dropped the whole blockchain and decided to create a new one. So this dude is a criminal. Stay away from Luna 2.0. It's because he's talking about doing another stable coin, and guarantee you he's going to rob that one too. From my understanding, this will be his third stable coin, his third attempt at a stable coin, and he has left everybody high and dry. This last time, it looks like he robbed the world for $60 billion, and he's still walking around unscathed. If I was him, I'd probably have a big bullseye on my back, and I'd be looking over my shoulder the rest of my life. You steal $60 billion, and you are a marked man. But for everyone who jumped in on Luna Classic with Luna 1.0, the first Luna blockchain after the collapse, you might have picked up this coin extremely cheap. So if we look just before the huge dump, uh, Luna, the original Luna blockchain, let's see, 5.5, we were trading at about 80 something dollars. And then the stablecoin depegged, and you see that instantly it dropped down to fractions of a cent. Now, if you were one of the lucky people that picked it up around this point, you've seen a noticeable gain. So if you were able to pick it up for those fractions, I mean, it really bounced. In speculation on what was going to happen next with the Luna blockchain. And a lot of people were expecting the Luna 1.0 blockchain to be restarted with a new stablecoin, but that's not the case because Do Kwon is a huge criminal, and he decided to just start another blockchain and call it Luna 2.0, turn Luna, the original Luna 1.0 to Luna Classic, sort of like what Ethereum did a few years back. And they promised airdrops from Luna 2.0 to Luna 1.0 holders. Um, so I guess we're all waiting on the airdrop. But in the meantime, this Luna 1.0 token has been bouncing all over the place. And there's speculation that this might just be another meme coin with a lot of people supporting it. A lot of people uh, on the Luna train called themselves lunatics, which is a pretty cool play on words. and they are 100% behind this original blockchain of Luna. And I think they are all here to stay. And there is big news coming up for people on the Luna 1.0. But keep in mind that Do Kwon is a criminal. So if you jump into this, do your own research. And I don't know, be careful. Be careful, because crypto is dangerous. There are a lot of scammers, and Do Kwon is one of the biggest ones. Okay, so into this CryptoSlate article. See, the governance system of Luna 2.0 is being used to decide the future of the legacy chain, Luna Classic, instead of using on-chain governance of Luna Classic. The decision to re-enable IBC on Luna Classic is being made via Luna 2.0 governance systems. This proposal states the current state Terra v1 governance is debatable. This is a way of consulting the new Terra community, which was formed from 2 snapshots and represents the stakeholders of the legacy Terra chain in an agreeable way. So this is more, for lack of a better word, fuckery from Do Kwon and his criminal ass. So normally, when you own these cryptocurrencies, the blockchain that you own, the main net token, is the one that determines governance. But how in the world we've come to find Luna 2.0 governing Luna 1.0 is ridiculous. But this is the journey that we're all on right now. Okay, so the validator response. Terra Validator PFC confirmed to CryptoSlate that the proposal would be completed on Luna Classic. However, it is cost 1C to do, and it's flooded with spam. Thus, it appears that governance is being auctioned on Luna 2.0 due to a loss of faith in its ability to govern. If IBC is re-enabled, the chain will be able to unlock tokens currently trapped in other chains. IBC is a protocol used to allow independent blockchains to communicate with each other. Larry Oxo is a developer at Delphi Digital. Explained IBC channels connecting Terra Classic and Osmosis Juno Crescent was forcibly set to closed as part of Terra Core software version 0.5.20 upgrade. PFC told CryptoSlate IBC and staking need to be re-enabled so chain can live or die by itself. Okay, so with the poor translation, I'm assuming in this article, it looks like Luna 2.0 is deciding things on Luna 1.0 blockchain, and from here on out, they're going to unlock some capital that was spread out on other chains using Luna 1.0. Which I don't know how that's going to turn out. Maybe it's a good thing, maybe it's a bad thing, but to me, anything that comes out of the Luna 2.0 blockchain to decide what happens with Luna 1.0 is extremely bad. Governance should be done on the Luna 1.0 blockchain, and they should leave it alone. If you leave it for dead, leave it for dead. But these are criminal elements at work. So here we go. Another upsetting happening in the Luna blockchain. But hopefully down the road, this will turn out profitable for everyone who bought in very low. If this thing ends up just being a meme coin, people traded back and forth. A couple of exchanges have implemented a burning taxation to reduce the number of coins. So if you guys don't understand how algorithmic stable coins operate, is that to maintain that peg, they produce Luna coins. And then those Luna coins are kind of elastic, where they can add to the market or subtract those coins from the market using a buyback and burn method, just to maintain that algorithmic stablecoin price. But once UST depegged from the US dollar, they ended up flooding the market with Terra coins just because they couldn't maintain that peg. So Luna Classic went from having a few million coins to having a few billion coins. And that's where we saw this dramatic drop in price from this previous $120 or $116 price point down to fractions of a penny. Let me say this one more time. DuPont is a criminal. Do not invest any money in any project that he has going on. Please don't. Please don't. This dude is, this will be the third time that he's going to end up robbing people. And because it's in crypto, not many people can do anything about it. So stay away from his projects. But if you did buy in when it was super cheap, and it is still relatively super cheap, you might be able to turn a profit or lose everything because DuPont's terrible. Okay, so Luna 2.0 governance for Luna Classic. According to PFC, the government's proposal passing on Luna 2.0 for Luna Classic is not binding, according to PFC. The vote appears to be focused on guidance to gauge the support of the Luna 2.0 community, which is mainly made up of Luna Classic holders due to the airdrop. Further, if changes to Luna Classic are made due to the results of the vote on Luna 2.0, it could be argued that it invalidates the entire Luna Classic governance system. How can a blockchain be upgraded due to a vote on a related chain? The difference between proof of stake and proof of work means that this would be possible on proof of work chain. Miners on Bitcoin can never affect those on Litecoin, for example. Re-enabling IBC was a large part of the debate between Terraform Labs and the validators during the War Room conversations on May 12th. However, the protocol is still offline as of June 4th, and millions of dollars worth of tokens are locked in bridged assets. The new proposal plans to re-enable the previously closed IBC channels, Channel 1, Osmosis, Channel 20, Juno, and Channel 43, Crescent. It further states, if this proposal passes, the next step will be to prepare the software upgrade and propose it on legacy Terra, where legacy delegators and validators can have a final agreement. Therefore, Luna Classic governance will be bypassed entirely, and validators will rely on the result of a vote on Luna 2.0 to upgrade their code and take action on the upgrade, PFC told CryptoSlate. We'll see what happens. We'll definitely see what happens. Everyone had money tied up in what is now called Luna Classic with that stablecoin, because if you guys were all preparing for the bear market, as we saw in May, a lot of people changed their crypto assets over to a stablecoin, UST, on the Luna network because what was that, ARC? Let's see, I believe it was ARC, or can't remember the protocol that was giving like 20% interest annually on stablecoins, which is insane, and it's fantastic in a bear market. But when the stablecoin is not truly a stablecoin and it is just some instrument to rob people, everybody thought they had a nest egg, and Duquan just stole it from underneath your feet. I would not want to be this guy. There are a lot of people got in for him, and a lot of governments got in for him. It seems like Korea is going to jump in his butt with two shoes. So yeah, guys, stay away from both of these. But if you're willing to take the gamble on Terra Classic and maybe it turns into a meme coin, that has a lot of potential and a lot of promise, I believe. So if this coin can ever reach a penny, which, you know, as meme coin it might, especially with the buyback and burns that are being done by this KuCoin or MEXC, and there is word that Binance, once they start trading Terra Classic again, will implement a buyback and burn. CZ Binance at one point said that buyback and burning is the only way to create value in a coin, which I believe he is 100% correct. So if Binance begins a buyback and burn tax, a transaction tax that burns Luna C, we will see this price skyrocket. There is a lot of buzz around this blockchain, or these blockchains, Terra Classic and Terra 2.0. So no press is bad press, right? In the immortal words of Eric Easy E. Wright, no press is bad press. So good or bad, the news with Terra Classic, it might be fantastic that all of these larger exchanges do a buyback and burn. All right, so that's it for me today. My advice to you is stay away from Luna altogether, Luna Classic and Luna 2.0. But if you are willing to take that gamble and grab mainnet token for Luna Classic, you can pick it up extremely cheap. And in the future, we're seeing more and more blockchains. More and more exchanges talk about taxation and burn this token to create value. And that is a beautiful thing. So for all you guys, happy hunting when it comes to cryptocurrencies. Stay away from anything Do Kwon does, and definitely do not stand next to this man anytime you see him out in public, because I guarantee you bad things are on his way. Yeah. All right. So that's it. You all take it easy, and remember to like, share, and subscribe to our podcast. We'll be bringing you some more content here very soon. All right, take care.